All right, we're going to read a story about Kwanzaa today. And Kwanzaa has a candle holder, much like we talked about with Hanukkah. And they have candles and they mean different things that we're going to learn about in this book. So it's called 7 Candles for Kwanzaa. And it's by Andrea Davis Pinkney. And if Andrea Davis Pinkney is the author, what did she write, friends? That's right, she wrote the words. And the pictures are by Brian Pinkney. And if he is the illustrator, what did he draw? That's right, the pictures. Now, this book has a lot of new words in it, so I'm going to try my best, right? When we see something new, we try our best. All right, Kwanzaa is like a family day in the park and Thanksgiving and a birthday, all rolled into one. Kwanzaa is a joyous African-American holiday that is 7 days long. It begins on December 26th and lasts through the first day of January. The name Kwanzaa comes from the East African language of Swahili. It means first fruits of the harvest. Since ancient times in countries all over Africa, families have joined together to celebrate the end of the harvest and the beginning of a new planting season. When vegetables, yams, and fruits are ripe for gathering, families rejoice in the First Fruits Festival. Kwanzaa is a holiday that began in America. It is a time when people whose ancestors come from Africa celebrate their African heritage. To get ready for the holiday, families decorate their homes with Kwanzaa symbols. They place the emka, a straw placemat, on a table. The emka is woven with beautiful patterns. It represents tradition. Muhindi is corn. During Kwanzaa, 1 ear of corn is placed on the emka for each child in the family. Families that have many children put lots of muhindi in the emka, along with apples, bananas, nuts, pears, and yams, to remember the earth's abundance. These fruits and vegetables are called mazao, which means crops. Kwanzaa gifts made by hand are called zawadi. A fabric doll with black button eyes, a necklace strung with speckled beads, and a homemade storybook with folk tales from Africa are the kinds of zawadi that praise our African ancestry. Grown-ups give Kwanzaa gifts to children to reward them for the promises they've made and kept throughout the year. Children can give Kwanzaa gifts too. Homemade gifts are always so nice, friends. 7 Kwanzaa candles are proudly placed in a kinyare, a wooden candle holder. A black candle in the center represents the richness of our skin. 3 red candles are reminders of the struggles we sometimes have to face. 3 green candles tell us to always look towards a prosperous future. For each day of Kwanzaa, 1 candle is lit to celebrate a special principle. The 7 Kwanzaa principles, called Inguzuro Zaba, hope I said that correctly, come from beliefs that are held by families in many parts of Africa. These beliefs help us learn, achieve, and grow. On Kwanzaa, the black candle is set alight to celebrate Umoja. The word Umoja means unity. For Umoja, our family gathers at home. We share thoughts and feelings about Kwanzaa holidays and relax in the spirit of togetherness. We talk, laugh, and ask Habargi. I'll try it again, friends. Sorry. Habargi Gani. That is a Kwanzaa greeting that means, what's the news? It is what we say each day, each Kwanzaa day. When someone has Habargi Ni, we answer by telling about the Kwanzaa principle for that day. On the second day of Kwanzaa, we answer with Kuji Chaguliha, which means self-determination. A red candle is lit to represent this. This is the day we learn traditions that help define ourselves. In some families, women teach girls to braid their own hair in fancy styles. In others, folks learn to beat African rhythms on drums and gourds. What's the news on the third day of Kwanzaa? Collective work and responsibility. Ujima is the Kwanzaa day to light a green candle and work together to get a family chore done, like stripping down an old wooden chair and giving it a fresh coat of paint. When the fourth day of Kwanzaa dawns, it's time to celebrate Ujamaa, cooperative economics. We save up our coins for a whole year to buy a family gift that everyone can share, like a clock that chimes or a hallway mirror. On Ujamaa Day, a red candle glows bright in the Kinyara. Niha is a purpose, the fifth Kwanzaa principle. Today, a second green candle glows to illuminate our purpose. This day of Kwanzaa is our reflecting on how to fill the days and years ahead. Some folks dream of a life as an astronomer who peers at stars nestled in the dark night sky, or a trumpet player who bebops in a swinging jazz band. Niha, our purpose is to do what makes us glad to be who we are. What makes you glad to be who you are, friends? You can pause the video now and talk to your grown-up about it if you like. Kuumba means creativity, and the sixth day of Kwanzaa is celebrating that in every way. Today we make up dances to perform for friends. Some dances tell stories of the history of people who live in Africa. Other dances are just for fun. Sculpting mounds of clay or reciting our favorite rhymes are also ways to express kuumba. So is planting seedlings in the windowsill and nurturing them to sprout. The third red candle shimmers to help our creativity shine. Faith is Imani, the seventh Kwanzaa principle. To have faith is to believe that good will always happen. To show our belief is in a happy holiday, we burn the last green Kwanzaa candle. Our Kwanzaa Karamu, a glorious feast, fills the room with the savory smells of roasted yams and collard greens. To begin the Karamu, a grown-up spills a few drops of water from the Kikumba Chaumaja, the family Kwanzaa cup. Each droplet honors our African ancestors. Everyone takes a little sip from the cup to drink in the warm feelings of family unity. Then all give thanks for the delicious food and dig into our Kwanzaa meal. After dinner, the party begins. The music sounds a soul-rousing rhythm. Everyone claps and shouts, rejoices and sings and dances to celebrate a happy Kwanzaa. Yeah. All right. That was some fun information, friends, and I hope you learned a lot about Kwanzaa. And we are going to start our very first activity by making your own kinyara. Now, if you remember, they had red candles, one black candle in the middle, and green candles. So you can work together with your grown-up and make your own kinyara.